What's up, guys? PowerManiac720 here, and I have for you today for round 1 of the January Springfield Premier Challenge that I went to last weekend. So it was on a Sunday. It was after making top 4 on the day before at the West Hartford Premier Challenge, and I went with a totally brand new team of Talonflame, Blastoise, Cobalion, Hydreigon, Superior, and Raikou. So kind of one of my big flaws with my team the day before was a huge weakness to Charizard. So I added Specs Raikou to deal with that because it had a guaranteed OHKO on Charizard Y that were designed to survive Specs Draco. So let's get right into the battle. Kind of the goal of the team was basically set up Tailwind and sweep with Blastoise. Blastoise provides amazing coverage, I think, in this format. I think that it's a really, really underrated Pokemon, especially because it's so bulky. If you can set up a Tailwind that can hit pretty much everything. As you can see, I can hit the Terrakion on the field. With a Water Pulse, I can hit the Salamence with an Ice Beam. As a Moongus you see come in, I'm fine with that. I'm still in pretty good shape, to be honest. But I end up making a rather big mistake this first turn. I believe I end up not protecting Blastoise because I didn't feel too... Oh, I did protect Blastoise, JK. Okay, so I protect Blastoise as I set up the Tailwind, and there's really no way my opponent can stop that because, of course, he has no Fake Out, and I have the priority Tailwind. And he just goes to the Rock Slide, which is fine with me because... it's fine and it's not fine. It's fine because... Talonflame's out, so I can bring in someone else, but at the same time, Talonflame was kind of my way to take out Moongus. So Moongus just goes for the Rage Powder, which kind of sucks because my Hydreigon is Scarf, so it outspeeds the Salamence. So I'm really hoping I can pick up the KO on this Draco Meteor. But whereas I'm Scarf and not Specs, I know I'm not going to. As you see, it does barely over half damage. As my Ice Beam, though, should be able to pick up the KO. And as you see, it does. So I'm still not in horrible shape. However, then the Salamence whips out a Dragon Rush, which I've actually never seen the animation for in game, which I thought was pretty cool. But definitely not a move I'd advise using because of the 75 accuracy. But it's definitely really powerful with 100 power. I think it could work next to if you gave Hone Claws too. As you see, he withdraws Salamence and sends in his Heatran, and I see the Heatran, and I'm pretty happy because I know that I can beat it. As you see, the Iron Head is able to pick up the one-hit KO on the Heatran, or the not the Heatran, the Terrakion. And you see me Water Pulse the Heatran, and I just want to clarify that wasn't a prediction. I predicted that the Salamence was going to switch out. I predicted Salamence was going to switch out into... not switch out, sorry. I predicted Salamence was going to protect. And I was going to double into Terrakion in case Ironhead didn't KO, which I assumed it would, but just in case it also had Sash. So I hit it with Water Pulse. So it ended up working out just fine, because he switched out instead. And as you see, I'm able to get the Ice Beam off and pick up the KO. So... it was a pretty quick match. Basically, the team did exactly what I needed to do. I set up Tailwind and then swept. So, I really couldn't have asked for a better first match, especially considering I had literally only 2 practice matches with this team. So, I was pretty pleased with it. So, stay tuned for round 2.